vintage.
Cases of Canal Duchesne Vintage Champagne 2004. No, two cases.
Your manager insisted on doing the food. If I knew it was going to be a problem, I would have got caterers.
No, not the brute non-vintage. I want vintage. Understand?
Jack, is there a problem or isn't there?
No, there's not a problem. The chef's just running a bit late, that's all.
Is that something that I need to be worried about?
No.
Good, because I've got enough to worry about.
Just relax. Everything's going to be fine.
I'll relax when I know that everything's done properly. Now, at least tell me that the karaoke machine's arrived.
Just got here. Hey, watch out, will you?
What's happened?
Nothing.
Right, OK, listen, about the helium balloons. Jack, you listening to me? I want each balloon tethered by a length of ribbon and weighed down with a packet of love hearts.
What?
Did you not get the instructions? They're in the box with the balloons.
Fine, I'll sort it.
Your mum wants to speak to you.
Family therapy tonight, don't forget.
I might be a bit late.
You can't be late.
Mum, I've got a lot to organise here.
I don't want to hear excuses. 6:30 sharp.
What's the point? Dad's just going to sit there and sulk like last time.
Please, Jack. I'm asking for your help. You've got to get Amy and your dad talking again. And I can't do that all by myself.
All right, I'll be there, but just don't be bummed if it doesn't work out.
Is it here yet?
Chased it up, it'll get here.
You had better do. My whole costume's useless without it.
Just fill it in.
What's it for?
It's vital you answer every question as honestly as you can. Shh. So, ladies, I trust you'll be appropriately suited and booted for tonight's musical extravaganza.
All accessories present and correct. Except for... Yep. I'll get here, I promise.
What dazzling duo will you two be paying homage to?
Me and Jimmy are coming as Sonny and Cher.
Ah, excellent choice.
Yeah, that's going to be hilarious. You haven't tried your costume on yet. Do you want me to get it for you?
No, because
Paperwork.
Right.
It'll fit. I know your measurements. You do think everyone else made the effort, don't you?
Oh, they have no choice not to. I gave each and every guest an extensive list of suggestions days ago.
Can't wait to see everyone.
What are you doing here? I said 6:30, not 4 o'clock.
Can we go somewhere and talk?
I'd have to get somebody to cover reception.
Well, can we... I think that we should cancel therapy later.
Oh, not you as well.
All it's doing is winding Dad up more.
Imogen,
If Dad has forgiven me, then why do we have to keep going over it?
because we need to draw a line under it once and for all.
Will you just let me make it up to him in my own way? I just want him to look at me the way that he used to.
Oh, sweetheart. That's what I want as well. That's why we're doing this. Otherwise, you're just sweeping it under the carpet.
Fine. Whatever. I'll see you later.
Hey, listen to me. If you don't deal with this now, it becomes something you can't talk about. And trust me, nothing worse.
6:30 then.
Yeah.
It isn't my very own Kiki D. Are you ready to shame the youngsters with a rousing duet? I warn you, karaoke brings out my competitive streak.
What do you want, Heston?
Making sure your costume is every bit as humiliating as mine.
Oh, yes, I did the charity run this morning. And he needs the extra hour in bed, right?
Oh, come on, Julia. Where's your sense of fun?
It's great fun trying on a load of musty clothes behind a flimsy curtain.
Yes, you are right. There is nothing remotely amusing about this.
No, it is not.
And it seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind.
Yeah, all right,
Never
you made your
knowing
point.
who to cling to.
I need to do
when
some
the
work.
Rain...
Go,
I
shoot.
can't remember the rest.
How am I supposed to remember that?
You're hating this, aren't you?
It's just a stupid question, eh?
Yeah, that's not what I meant.
Wow, am I supposed to be all... It's not really my thing. So bad, Cherry's excited.
I know.
Honestly, I'd be happier if it was just some close friends, family. All of our friends and Cherry's family. I can't wait to see everyone.
Yeah, could you believe we've got 2 coaches heading this way?
2? Wow.
Speaking of wow, it's arrived. I can't believe of all people you're coming as Dolly Parton.
What do you mean?
Oh, come on.
I'll have you know that Dolly Parton is the feminist icon. Have you even seen 9 to 5?
Yeah, all I remember is a massive...
How do I look, sugar?
Perfect.
Hey, what's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I want everything to be perfect. Especially for Jimmy. Do you think it was a mistake?
Of course not.
I'm just scared that I've bullied him into it.
What do you mean he's still at work?
I'm having a bit of a nightmare here.
Well, I don't care. The other staff can deal with it.
There's like one other bloke here. I've been on my own for most of the day. Cherry's been phoning me every 5 minutes with more rubbish to do.
You made me a promise, Jack Collins.
I told you this was pointless.
What do you want me to do? I can't be in 2 places at once.
Your sister needs you, please. Don't let her down.
I'll be there as soon as I can.
Thank you. I thought your dad was driving you in.
You did?
Well, where is he?
Tell me about it, stud.
Okay, I suggest that we skip the party and go straight home because I want to peel that from you like a...
Banana?
Okay, that's killed it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, no, now I need to pee. Great, it's taken me half an hour to put this stupid thing on.
Hello. Speaking.
Oh, come on, Jimmy. We all look stupid.
Size of these trousers. There's no labelling them.
They're definitely your size.
Well, really? Because they're giving me a wedgie right now. Oh, very funny. Ha ha. Should we just go?
Come on, you look
Hi, Dad. You on your way?
good. Come on.
Gridlock? What do you mean? Yeah, I know what the word means, but what do you mean?
That looks fantastic.
Oh, have a great time tonight.
Oh, thanks. You too.
Can't you get off the motorway?
Right then. It's over with. Where's Jack?
He's been held up at work.
Oh, you're kidding me. What, after your big speech about us all having to be here?
Well, he's on his way.
We could always get started without him.
Oh, no. This is family therapy. We couldn't possibly start the healing process until we're all here, isn't that right? So I suggest we just sit and wait for him.
I'm so sorry, Elaine.
Not a problem.
Good turnout.
Don't.
Bad day for Mrs. Tenby to go home with a migraine, eh?
Still stuck on the M6. Dad says I've only moved a couple of inches in the last hour.
What did you say what was?
So it was an RTA in Birmingham. Thank you. Thanks for ruining my party.
Oh, come on.
Some idiot ploughed into the back of a donut van. This plastic donut flew off onto oncoming traffic. It tailed back for miles.
I'm sure it's going to be fine, and I'm sure everyone will be here. It's going to be great.
Yellow. Why are the balloons yellow? I ordered pink. I hate yellow.
Cherry, can I have a word? You know the cupcakes that you asked me to pick up for you?
Yeah, what's happened?
Nothing. They just all kind of say Jimmy and Jerry on them.
No.
I'm sorry, I didn't think to look.
Dude, what's she gonna be like at the wedding?
Dude, you got beer coming out your nose.
This engagement picture, I look like a man.
Oops, Jerry's not happy.
Okay, so there's a bit of a delay on the food.
What sort of delay?
Another hour
What?
or so.
Jack!
And the cocktail guy's been involved in a bit of a car accident.
Flying donut.
Yeah, he said it came out of nowhere.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's got a bit of whiplash. He's a bit shaken up.
Shaken, not stirred.
Hello? this is a complete disaster. Jack, at least tell me that you know how to make pink cocktails.
I do, but I'm really sorry, I've got to go.
Jack!
Now a good time to tell her about Mrs. Tembe.
Shut up.
All but one embryo perished. Are you sure that's what Dr. Baxter said? Well, then it's hopeless.
Not necessarily.
Oh, come on, Danny. We both know what Class C means.
They wouldn't have
It
asked.
means substandard.
They wouldn't have asked you to come in for a transfer if they didn't think it was worth it. We both know this was a long shot. And when, if it's time to call it a day, then we will. But there's still a chance.
What time is the clinic shut?
They said they'd keep it open for us, but we've got to go now.
Right.
I said to the imbecile at the off license, I wanted vintage, not this swill that barely passes for I mean, it's quite refreshing. It has a nice bouquet, and you could mix it with anything. And think of the money you've saved. Less than half the price. Less than half as good.
Hello?
Less than half as good?
Right, okay. Okay, bye.
What happened?
Daniel and Zara have got a flat tyre, which means that they're going to be late. It's supposed to be perfect, everything's ruined.
Hey, it's not ruined.
Oh, how can you say that? There's nobody here. Barman doesn't even know how to make pink cocktails.
Cherry. I know how to make pink cocktails. Watch. Here we go. How'd you make pink cocktails?
Right, I'm on it.
Okay.
I'd stay there if I was you.
Right, you need raspberry vodka.
Raspberry vodka. Gotcha. Got it.
Okay, cranberry juice.
Cranberry juice.
It's in the fridge behind you.
Tammy. Gotcha.
And peach snaps.
Cranberry juice. Peach snaps. Peach snaps.
There you go.
Thank you.
Now who's the geek?
Yeah, still you.
Ooh.
Sorry. I'm really sorry. You wouldn't believe it. The chef got held up and then the cocktail guy didn't turn up at all, and the balloons. Anyway, I'm really sorry I'm late.
Not at all. Glad you could make it. Right, we can make a start. If you'd like to follow me.
Hello, I'm Daniel Granger. This is my partner, Zara Carmichael.
I've got an appointment with Dr. Baxter.
Yep.
Okay, we'll wait over here. Yep.
I better bring some food out soon. Everyone's getting trolleyed. I can cut my head off, you know. Leave you alone with my two bald friends. What? Coming through. Thank you.
Hi. Just want to say a few words, actually. It's made me really happy to see that Jimmy and Cherry have found each other. And I know that it's no secret. Everybody knows that I've been very protective towards Jimmy Always have. He's like another son to me. And I'm sure that over the years, he hasn't really wanted me to fuss over him and tidy up after him and organise his life and just behave like a demented mother hen. Which is why it makes me very happy to see you two together. Because that means that someone else can worry about him like some demented mother hen. I can have a break. No, seriously though, I think it's obvious to all of us that you two were made for each other. And I know that you're going to spend the rest of your lives making each other very, very happy. So, to Jimmy and Jerry.
Jimmy and Jerry.
Thank you very much, Julia. I think now it's time for a game of Mr. and Mrs.
What's that?
Oh, I love this game.
Now, before we came out this evening, I asked Jimmy to fill in this little questionnaire.
Aston, hang on a minute.
Before I read out the answers, I'm going to ask Cherry to try and answer each question correctly in turn. So if the lovely Cherry would like to come up to the stage by the microphone. Right, question number 1. Describe the first time you met.
Okay, well, the first time I saw Jimmy was at the mill in the staff room. And he was still talking to Daniel's not here yet, is he?
No.
Good, because I remember thinking if I had to choose one of them, it'd definitely be Jimmy.
And you wrestled him to the floor there and then.
No, I just remember thinking if I had to choose one of them, then it'd be Jimmy. It must have been his kind eyes and the fact that he didn't think that he was anything special. And he is special.
Isn't that a romantic answer, ladies and gentlemen? Now let's see what Jimmy put for the same question. At work, thought she looked fit.
Rubbish.
Question number 2.
You okay?
Yeah. No. What if this is a mistake? What if this is a sign that I'm not meant to be a mother? I mean, look at me.
Sorry.
I'm selfish. And I'm spoiled. I mean, take this for example. I have been told that really I shouldn't have children. But I've stamped my little foot and I've said, but I want them. I want them.
It's not like that. And you're not like that.
Aren't I? What if this is just another kind of ambition?
There is more than one side to you. Not everybody sees it. But I have. You're kind. And you're loyal. And you're loving. And if this baby comes to us, that is what they'll see every day.
I'm afraid of how much I want it.
I know.
Zara Carmichael?
Well, I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but I was profoundly moved by Cherry's account of their most romantic time together. It brought a tear to the eye. And, well, to end the evening, I would like to read an account, a very different account from Jimmy, entitled That Time We Did It on the Beach. I know, yes, he failed miserably with his romantic prowess. But I think every man deserves a chance to redeem himself.
Yes!
We couldn't do this properly the first time, so, Cherry Malone, will you marry me?
Yes! I love you so much.
I love you. Yeah, go on.
Of course it is!
honey, when I get restless.
Baby, you're not that kind.
Don't go breaking my heart.
You take the weight off of me.
Oh, honey, when you knock on my door.
I gave you my key.
We've talked about Imogen's feelings of isolation within the family and Karen's obvious concerns about this. Jack, you've been very vocal about how you want everybody to forgive each other and move on. The only person we haven't heard from is you, Rob. Is there anything you'd like to contribute?
When I've got something to say, I'll say it.
Imogen, how's the community service going?
Fine.
Must be nearly done now. How do you feel about that?
Fine, I said fine.
Is something wrong?
No, I just don't see why I should sit here and talk when he's going to sit there and say nothing.
I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
Oh, I'm not sure I'm ready for this.
Let's just have a drink, okay?
Okay, how you feeling?
Stop asking me that.
Okay.
Asking me that.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's lovely.
You do know that you've got to sing.
No.
DJ, hit it!
You really don't have to do this.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it, stud.
I got chills, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control. Sing along. 'Cause the power you're supplying, it's electrifying.
You better shape up, 'cause I need a man. And my heart is set on you. You better shape up, you better understand. To my heart I must be true. If you're filled with affection, you're too shy to convey.
I was wondering what the word kleptomania meant to any of you.
It's when people get the urge to steal, isn't it?
It's an impulse control disorder, usually with a lack of an economic motive.
So it's like you don't have to, but something you can't control makes you do it.
Exactly.
I read an article once about when Winona Ryder got caught shoplifting. Apparently she was going through loads of emotional stuff at the time, and that's why the judge let her off.
So that maybe explains why Amy got into trouble.
It did sort of feel like an out-of-body experience. You know, like I was watching myself do it, but I couldn't stop. Even Ryan said it was an addiction.
Oh, that's enough. That is it. An addiction. I've never heard so much rubbish in all my life.
Yeah, despite the fact that none of my family turned up and pretty much everything went wrong, tonight has still been perfect.
Well, maybe there's a lesson in that.
What do you mean?
Well, maybe we don't need all the fireworks and all the bells and whistles to have a good time.
What, you mean for the wedding? Oh, no. If I've learned one thing from tonight, it's that nothing can go wrong. And I mean absolutely nothing. So, from now on, we're in planning mode. It's all hands on deck.
There's always a convenient label for everything these days, isn't there, eh? No one holds their hands up anymore and says, oh, sorry, I behaved badly, I'm a selfish prat. No, what they say now is, they say, it's not my fault that I beat my wife to a pulp. I'm an alcoholic.
Rob.
It's not my fault that I embezzle thousands of pounds from hard-working families. I've got a personality disorder. Imogen's not a klepto-bloody maniac. She's a spoilt brat.
Do you think you might be allowing your experiences from work to cloud your judgment?
Don't you patronise me. There's nothing wrong with my judgment. Just because I don't agree with the way you're making excuses for her. What she needs is a swift kick up the backside for all the lies, for all the cheating, for all the stealing. You've had everything in life handed to you on a plate. A family that loves you, a good home, a good education, and the first time you hit a bad patch, you think it's quite acceptable to go out there and do exactly what you want. Well, do you know what? It's just not good enough.
Dad.
Perhaps we all need to take time to calm down.
And don't tell me to calm down!
Chloe, look, please.
If you'd like to leave her, that's what we're going to do now.
I don't know.
Well, think!
Jack, I need to talk to you. Meet me at the Icon in 10 minutes, OK?
Right, let's get Max. Are you listening? I'm not going with you. I'd rather go to prison.
Babe, he needs nappies, and we need stuff.
Please don't be mad. I'm going through a really difficult time.